One area, we've been talking a lot about, interfacing with engineers and on the design side and on the architecture side. But another area where we're trying to make inroads is in the arena of design build. So that's a delivery method which has, gained some popularity over the years.
One of the beauties of design build is that you have the fabricator and the engineer as part of the same company, all pulling in the same direction with the same, set of incentives, right? The engineer and the fabricator are one and the same, and they're probably talking to each other. If the engineer draws a detail which is buildable but not the most economical, they're going to get that feedback much earlier. And so, from a broader standpoint, it's certainly true of connections, but it's also true of material choice.
Early involvement's always going to benefit the owner on a lot of different avenues, whether it's about identifying what the schedule is, what the owner's expectations are for that schedule, and figuring out the best way to meet that schedule. That early involvement may drive the actual delivery method. So that early involvement helps to identify what the pathway that the entire team needs to take.
I think anytime you can speak to an owner early on, there's going to be a benefit there, just because in the end, the project design from all the trades is there to serve the interests of the owner, right? Aspects of the structural design which may not really seem important to the engineer or the fabricator, but may affect how the owner uses the building or what the total cost of putting it up is. We talked about, for example, coatings before. If we're talking about spray-on fireproofing, that's not something that really the structural engineer or the fabricator are likely to spend too much time thinking about, because it's not structural and it's not fabricated steel. But to the owner, that sort of thing matters.